What's cracking, everybody? I'm Grillmastah. We are back with another patch note, and another video will be coming up soon of this. Not today, but tomorrow. Of just starting over from scratch. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do it. I'm going to start it on official, go from there. I know the PvE fast is gone, and with how many games I play and different videos I make, I don't have the time to do a normal thing on official. At least by myself, that's for sure. But yes, here we go. So it launched. It's fully launched on Xbox. It's here. We have new areas, new stuff. There's a whole new religion. Please note, some fixes and changes, like the healing rebalance, has yet to make it to the console. We're working on getting this as soon as possible, probably by the end of the week or early next week. Generally, all three versions of the game are up to parity in terms of content. But the new religion, Darketo, launch day, their entirely new religion we made available to players. It's the goddess of fertility and death. So there's new weapons and new kinds of stuff and a whole new, I assume this is the goddess right here, whole new god to transform into. But you can craft a knife that extracts unfulfilled desires from fallen enemies. Use those to turn poisons into honey, and when you combine it with insects, made into potions to heal wounds and enhance endurance of whoever drinks it. As you get higher up, you can transmute vines into bread or oil into blood, which is insane. And then you can learn to make the powerful sword Lust Taker? Yeah, Lust Taker. And so yeah, that's her different tree. Then we got the volcano, a whole new area. Which, I mean, I've been up to that volcano area before the patch and everything, and like I explored all over the place up there. But now there's an actual area inside of the volcano, so I do unfortunately have to earn all the stuff back to get back up there. But we can do it, I believe it. Swamp. Then there's a swamp area, which is apparently only for 20 to 40, so it's not like a super high area. But there is lots of different cities in there. It sounds like you got pirates in there. There's a forgotten city that's being overtaken by the forest, which I really want to see. That like in real life, that's stuff that intrigues the hell out of me. Then we got patch notes, the actual patch notes. So player thralls follow the same rules as building. They're invincible in PvE and from other players. And then thralls no longer fall on the ground when they're being dragged in single player, which, I mean, I guess I never experienced this, but that's good. I know there's farther down it says they stopped when you drag them yourself, them falling through the ground, which that's happened to me before. Bandage healing now breaks on movement. Regeneration from healing potions now breaks on taking damage. Players do 1% of their melee damage to buildings. This is controlled by player building damage multiplier, so I mean that's your server. The purge placeables should take the same amount of damage as building pieces from players and NPCs. So I mean that's what I would kind of expect. I guess placeables, so they're probably talking about like pots and different things like that. Then there is different things that can activate on your server, it looks like. New server settings. Purge NPC damage modifier now based on strength of purge instead of the purge max difficulty. And they now do the corrected damage, which apparently was too low before. Which kind of is what they set up above. But anyways, then there's the whole healing rebalance. They changed a perk, which I'm not sure what this perk is, 40. From 100% healing to 25% healing. So it looks like they really just kind of just nerfed the crap out of healing is what they did. But healing potions now take 10 seconds to heal instead of 5. Regeneration from healing potions breaks on taking damage. Bleeding healing does not break on taking damage and removes bleed and cripple at the end of the effect. But it breaks on movement. So, I mean, if you're still getting hit and you're not moving, then you're healing, but I don't know. I don't know exactly how that's a positive. I guess you're healing while you're attacking still, as long as you don't move. Bleeds now stack up to 20 times and last for 20 seconds, up to 10 stacks in 10 seconds. Bleed damage scaling per stack is reduced. Remove drop rate from Grey Lotus Potion that overrode healing. Removed over-the-top healing values from Grey Lotus Potion that overrode healing. Again, another thing that I never even actually tried out. Then there's different quality of life adjustments and balance issues. Lowered the damage of sickles, that was one of the big ones I saw. Cripple effects of melee weapons has been reduced in efficiency. Fixed an error where poison stacks could increase as it was ticking, which I want to say I've actually experienced that before. And then fixed a problem with target lock, where it sometimes moved the camera behind the character. That to me is kind of like a big deal. I've never experienced that. If you did, I could understand being upset about that, though. All of a sudden you're just facing the wrong way. Max elevation at which you can place buildings to 600 meters across the map. This fixes some of the building exploits in the volcano area. and should not impact players unless you are reenacting Jack and the Beanstalk story, which I thought was awesome. When I read that, that made me laugh. Support force checking, which I'm not sure what that means. Player thralls now follow the same rules as buildings from taking damage from players. So that's what they were saying up above. So basically it's saying the same thing it was up above. Fix balance issues related to stacking of Reaper and Scorpion poison. Reduce max amount of death markers to 3. So you only have 3 things when you die, which I know I've had multiples before. A lot. Because I've died from falling so many times, which the one time I did try, they did change falling damage, and it's so awesome. Fixed a player collision problem when logging into a server. So these are actually just like bugs here and there. So these ones in particular, I didn't see anything that was huge on here, other than like thralls can no longer damage your own base, which is good, because I've had a thrall destroy my wall before and was like, what are you doing? Trying to attack somebody outside. But yeah, that's really the only big one I see on here. There's a couple small ones here and there. Jaguars should no longer defy gravity. Little things like that. There are known issues. Blunted Javelin does too much concussive damage. This will be fixed in the next patch. Elixir effects will be cancelled if you use a healing potion. Again, fixed in the next patch. Clothing and hair physics may sometimes stop working on the player character, which that's always happened. If you experience a 3D3 device error when launching the game, please try to clock down your graphics card to 100 or 200 megahertz, especially if you have factory overclocked. So I guess there's that. But if you don't, then you shouldn't have that problem. It's possible to get stuck in constant state of rubber banding. This may cause you to be unable to move on top of buildings and seem to be triggered with emotes. Removing your bracelet suicide or getting knocked away by a teammate enemy will fix this. You just look at your enemy and be like, shoot me real quick. Emote books to learn spit and fist punch are underground. Alright. That's not good, so you can't actually... Okay, that means it's you can't even access them. But yeah, there you go. That's the patch notes. You're welcome to stop, pause at any time, go back, read anything that I skipped over. But for the most part, I did try to cover all the big things that happened. And I will be starting a series up here soon on my channel as well. So hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.